Welcome to DIY Design by CCW, DIY Design for the 21st Century. My name is Candy and I'm the host of this channel. Now let's get into this video. Well, hello there everyone. Welcome back to DIY Design by CCW. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And as always, I thank you so much for tuning in. All right, everyone. Well, you see what I've got here. We are going to be doing another DIY. And this is going to be a glam DIY. So we're going to be working with a couple things. First of all, I've got some sapphire blue mirror tiles from Dollar Tree. I've got a few sheets of those that I'll be using. I'm also going to be working with Mod Podge, and that is the gloss Mod Podge. And I've got some crushed glass. And again, this crushed glass comes from Michael's. And we've got a little tube of glue here. And let me move everything over so you can see what I'm doing. Tube of glue. Here's some extra strips, some scissors. And we've got a little tub here that we're going to use to catch our glass when we get to that point. So this is a vase that I thrifted, and I'm going to see what I can do to make it glam, make it special. Sort of a winter look is what I'm going for. Now, I want to let you know that this video is being made as a part of a collaboration. That's right, a collaboration. I do those every now and then. And the collaboration is a group that I belong to, and the group is the Glam Elegant Living Society. Now, Lady Phoenix is our host, but there are many of us in the group. And if you will go down in my description box, you're going to find all of us, all the ladies there, links to all of our channels. And hopefully you'll visit that as well as the playlist. Now, let's go ahead and get going with our DIY. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some diagonal stripes, I guess you would call it, on this vase with the mirror strips. And we'll start with that. Well, actually, why don't we start with this piece since it's already cut. Basically, what I like to do, again, some will tell you that it's probably better to use your X-Acto knife when you're working with these tiles. I've been able to cut them by bending them in between the sections like this. But again, if you have any problem doing that, lay a cutting board down and cut them with your X-Acto knife, because they are very delicate and very easy to damage. Now, the strips do come with an adhesive back, so we're going to pull the backing off. And although I don't always do it, occasionally when I use these, just to make, double sure that they stay attached like I want, I do add just a little tiny bead of glue down the strip. Again, not necessary, just something that I like to do. So again, what I want to do here is place my strip on a diagonal like so. And that's it. Now, I'm gonna have to make it a little bit longer in order for me to get the effect I want. So what I'm going to do is cut this strip here in half. Like so. And I'm going to do the same thing. Just put a little dab of glue there. Actually put a little too much there, but I think it'll still be okay as long as I don't press down too hard. All right, so let's line up with our bottom part of the strip. And of course, I got a little excess glue, which is what happens when you put too much glue on whatever it is you're doing. But fortunately, I have a method that helps me clean that up with a wet Q-tip. And then a dry Q-tip. There we go, it's coming off nicely. A lot easier to be neater and not have the excess glue than it is to clean it up, but it happens. Let's take one more. Just work it down. I've shared with you guys before, when you do this method, it kind of makes the glue sort of roll up, and then you can get it off without dislodging whatever it is that you're trying to glue. So there we go. All right, so that, again, that would be a lot easier if you don't overload whatever it is you're working on with glue. Okay, looks a lot better. There we go. Nice and neat. Okay, so now we're going to move on. Hold on. Before I move on, let's wipe the mirror too. Just a little bit, not too much. Don't want the color to come off. There we go. You have to be really delicate with the color on the tiles because it will come off. In fact, I think a little came off on that one, but I'll go ahead and replace that. All right, so let's move on to the next strip. We're going to do the same thing. And in terms of the distance, I'm not really measuring, just kind of eyeballing it. So we're going to cut another strip. And do the same thing, just take the backing off. And I will try to be lighter with my glue this time. Again, you know, the adhesive does hold pretty well. You really don't have to do this step. It's just, it's an option. Okay, gloves are sticking there. All right. The hazards of wearing gloves when you work. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our hopefully lighter dab of glue. Okay, so again, at an angle. We place our strip, and that one went on a lot easier. And we'll do the same thing with the top piece. Now, that's the beginning of the design. And the next thing I'm going to do is, well, first let's put away the mirrors, because we're done with those for right now, and put a cap on the glue. And now we're going to move on to the Mod Podge, this, and the crushed glass. All right, so for this, it's going to be a little easier for me, excuse me, if I stand up. I just want to make sure that I am facing you with the camera. All right. So, this is the gloss Mod Podge. Now this is going to take more than one treatment. We're going to do one treatment with this crushed glass. We're going to let it set, and then we'll come back and go over it again. Now again, I'm using the gloss, which is perfect for the crushed glass because it dries clear. I'm going to try to be careful not to get any on the mirrors. If I get a little on the side, it'll be okay, because again, it's going to dry clear, but I don't want to get too much. Okay, everyone, I am back. Now, off camera, I did another little section of the vase, and I've let it set for a little bit. Now, you're going to be hearing a little fall as I move this around, but remember, once it sets up, you know, I'll be coming back and going over, you know, the Mod Podge again, and then also locking it in. I'd rather the Mod Podge and the glass again. But I do need to go ahead and get to the other side of the vase. So I'm going to turn it, knowing that I'm going to lose a little bit on that side. And like I said, that's okay, because we will fix that when we come back and do the final coat. Now I'm going to turn this. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm following again the line of the mirrors so that I can get my Mod Podge down in there, and so that the glass lies right up against the mirrors. Okay, I am back, and I just want to show you how to, when you do this, how to come back and fill in any spaces. Now you'll see, sometimes I do this, I'll switch to a smaller brush, but in this instance, I'm going to go ahead and use this same brush, or we'll see if I can use the same brush. And basically all you want to do is add some Mod Podge, just like I'm doing here. over some of the spaces where maybe I, turned the vase over too quick or just had some general fall. And this is what you do. So you just come back, you dab on some more Mod Podge. And fill in those areas. And then you let your vase or whatever it is that you're treating, let it sit. Let it dry at least a little before you move it again. And what you're going to see me do, I'm going to do this side. And then I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. Well, actually, I won't do all of that on camera, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll let it sit for a little bit, then I'll come back and fill in the other side. Okay everyone, I am back. I wanted to quickly jump on and let you see what the vase looks like. I typically do that at the end of my videos. I'll come back and show you what the DIY looks like styled. So in this case, I put it together in what I'm thinking of more of a winter or Christmas themed centerpiece. And you'll see that I also am showing you the two smaller vases that I made that I mentioned I was going to do off camera. Now I'm also styling the vase with a couple of candle holders that I made in another video as well. And I'll go ahead and make sure to link that video in the iCards. Now I'm going for a winter wonderland look this holiday season. So that's kind of what I have going here. And again, I hope you like what I did. Just let me know. Leave me a comment. I always tell you guys, I love your comments, be they good, bad, or indifferent. So again, I wanted to tell you just a little bit about the group. Again, we're the Glam Elegant Living Society. And the host of our collaborations and the founder is Really Good Living. Her name is Lady Phoenix. Also, we have Cheryl of I Style My Style. We have Petal of Petal is Bless. We have Antoinette of Ant's Place. We have Glamour Ellen. Of course, her name's Ellen. We have Tammy, and Tammy's channel is Glam Queen of DIY. And as I mentioned, we have myself. I'm Candy. My channel is DIY Designed by CCW. Now, I've left links to all the ladies down in my description box, as well as a link to the playlist. I hope you'll go and visit all those links, as well as the playlist. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So that's all I have for you today. If you're still with the video, thank you so much for hanging on and staying till the end. And guys, like I say at the end of every video, and I guess I should say this if I haven't already, before I say that, if you're not a member of this channel and you're a glamologist like me, I hope that you'll subscribe today and tap that notification bell at least 2 times. That way you'll be notified every time I upload new content. Now, like I say at the end of every video, I can't wait to see you, each and every one of you, in the next video. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays to you, and have a wonderful day or a wonderful night. Bye-bye.